So I wanted to share with you a little bit of information on Google Calendar. I'm not sure if you're using it right now, but I wanted to hopefully compel you to consider using it. This is just a screenshot of my calendar as it is today. So this is what our fourth grade team did together. We sat down and mapped out all of the math mapping, and then we also embedded other things like the district benchmark tests. We have our what we're doing in Wordly Wise, our California Studies Weekly. So it's really handy because if anybody ever has something come up like a field trip, we just embed it in there, and then of course all of us can see the same thing. I also have added in here my homework, and this is really convenient because of course you can map it out and do repeated or repetitive events like this one is do your parents, which is spelling. And then, of course, I can go in and take a look at what more specific things are. Like tomorrow will be our Halloween parade and quizzes and things of that sort. So this is what I use to show my students what they have for homework. And I've invited them so they can, too, log into their Google account and see firsthand. And then I also, and I wanted to show you how to project this. So if I want to show the kids the homework, I simply shut down the other calendars to get rid of them. And I can shut down the district calendar here, or the Alta Vista calendar rather. And then I simply go to the day view and I press Command plus on the keyboard, and that amps up the size. And then I project that on the projector or on the screen, and then the kids record their homework. And then to reverse that, you just say Command minus, and it brings it back down to size. And I wanted to show you one more feature, which I thought was pretty neat. I had a student who was going to be out earlier in the year, and I needed to do her homework plan for her. And in the past, I would have put together a sheet just for her that broke it all down. And now what I do, which I find is so convenient, is I just build a calendar for that particular student. And so let me just show you. I know this is a little loud, so you might want to plug your ears, but I'm going to turn her calendar on, and then I'm going to go backwards so you can see on the screen here that she was out September 29th. So I'm going to head backwards to get to September 29th, and then you'll see her assignments done a little bit darker, or excuse me, a little bit lighter, and oh my goodness, I'm on day. That's why it's taking me forever here. So you'll see her assignments crop up a little in a little bit lighter color, of course, because the assignments have already been done. Let me turn her on, sorry. And notice here the green. This is what I had assigned for Avery to do for her individual learning plan while she was away. So all I did was I brought up the fourth grade calendar, I brought up our homework calendar, and then I kind of mimicked them. You can see here's her California Studies Weekly, just like we had for grade level, her math, and so on. And then this was her homework. And then I simply shut down our grade level planning calendar, and I go over to the More button, and it gives me the option to print. So I click print, and here you can adjust for font size, customize if I want it to be black and white. You can see it turns it black and white. So you can do all these things to it to get it just so, and print it out. And then I just simply took this and wrote a note down here. Avery, you'll need to make sure that you bring with you your journal, your science book, and any other material that was required of her. So anyway, just some really handy tools that I think will make your life a little bit easier. So I urge you to consider using it. And you can very easily get rid of your paper plan books. I try to follow, like I'll make a copy of this for our resource teacher so that she knows what page we're on. And of course I've shared the calendar with her too. And there's another little button over here that I'm going to turn on. I'm going to show you something. I won't show you the app today because it might be a bit much, but I am going to show you what the app does. So we know conferences are coming up, right? They will be here before we know it. And so what I did was I used this app called You Can Book Me, youcanbook.me, and I'll share more on that another time. But if you'll notice, what it does is it comes in and it builds the calendar dates in for me. I'm going to shrink this a little bit so you can see. So it books it on my web page, and then it comes over here and pushes it into my Google Calendar for me, so I don't have to do any of that transferring. Anyway, really powerful stuff. So give it a try.